listening. A Shah fell out.
Lovely. Lovely. Hey, Muse, what's up? Yeah, yes, the real grind begins. You are correct. Hmm. You yeah, Distless isn't my favorite place either, but the necessary evil. Oh, pet. Like my pet. Like attack pet. high, low, medium. Interesting that gorillas have a. Trying to find the stats. They have a medium, or a low armor. Hey, what's up, Doom? Nice to see Blue Sword. Yeah, Blue Sword works good. Yeah, the sword's been a nice upgrade. Sure. I know, I'm lazy to change. I play around with too many I'm not a speed leveler, that's for sure, because I kind of dick around too much. Freaking Battlelord just threw up Devotion Aura. Did you see that? That's pretty funny. Hold on 1 second. Gotta put my stream. Oh, I gotta put it in the Discord. PlayStation Network? No, thank you. Okay. Done.
Lovely.
For kidding, said genocide. Yeah, we're basically trying to extinct the population of centaurs. It's a blood moon, right? Oh man. Nice. Nice item for a paladin. You only got 6 more levels until I can start wearing mail, which will be a really good upgrade for me as a melee hunter for that extra armor. You know, it's going to be really nice to have that extra armor. In fact, we might look at stacking, you know, heavy armor related mail, you know what I mean? Mail that has a high armor rating. Just for that tankiness, you know? Here, let's turn off my pet's growl and see how I do tanking up. Every so often I like to tank a few mobs and see how much damage can I actually take, you know, or how well can my character actually tank a melee mob. Probably not very good, but let's find out.
Lovely.
Actually, I didn't take much damage there at all. Tanking that one.
Lovely.
Still not taking much damage. Oh, there I took some damage. Now we're taking a little damage. Yeah, I mean, I'm as long as I wing clip them, you know, they won't run too far. I'm not really worried about them running too much. They die pretty quick. It's not the most like the rotations and kind of the combat. It's not the smoothest because you know it's like drop trap, send pet, and then you've got to also like queue up. You know, queue up your. You want to take advantage of. Curious how you need to queue up your Raptor Strike ahead of time, so that's the first melee. You know that your character actually tosses out. So I'll try to talk you here. So basically, if I go in here, this is a wind chaser though, not a good example. If I go against a melee mob, right, it's gonna trap, right? Send pet, bring pet back in. Go ahead and hit Raptor Strike now. Send pet. That way, by the time the mob comes up, I've already queued up Raptor Strike, so the Raptor Strike is the first swing. That way, I get a little more damage out of my Furious. You know, I can actually get a little more damage because of Furious Howl, as opposed to Furious Howl being utilized on just like an auto attack. You know what I mean? You watch. Raptor Strike is already queued. Boom. Yeah, damage. I mean, these are low-level mobs. It's kind of surprising that there's a Deathless, because, yeah, these are pretty low. I guess they're not. I'm 34. Perfect level range for me, though. I get a lot more crits against mobs that are a couple levels beneath me. Which definitely spikes my DPS a lot. I'm out of mana. I'll tell you the other thing that's nice about the melee hunter is it's pretty mana efficient. When you have to go quite a few fights before you need to drink, so it's much more mana efficient. Even though you're using, you're using your abilities. Raptor Strike doesn't take. It's 55 mana. But yeah, it's pretty mana efficient. The only thing that really drains your mana quickly is obviously using Mend Pet. Healing your pet will drain your mana pretty fast. Okay, Sunpack you. There he goes, throwing up his Devo aura again. he didn't want to move. He's a little bow user. Scouts. Whiff.
Lovely. Lovely.
Waiting for Pet to finish eating. Tasty cupcake. She does. You mean she's quite the cook, huh? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, Nick. My pet doesn't take too much damage, so I'm not worrying about it too much, but that could be pretty useful, yeah. What's my R? What do you mean, what's my R? What's my R? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean my R key? Oh, okay, sorry. That's my, okay, yeah. That's just my macro to switch to my two-hand weapon. So Shift R, right? Shift R is going to switch to my dual wield, saying dual wield weapons. And then R is just going to switch to my two-hand weapon. So Shift R, R, Shift R, R. Just my weapon swap. Yeah, I know, it looks cool, doesn't it? You're like, oh, look at that icon. I wish it was like some cool, like, melee hunter ability, but sadly. Yeah, no worries. Just say R key, but yeah, but I wish it was like this super cool melee hunter ability, but we've only got like a couple abilities, but we have more than people think. I mean, you know, I actually have Scare Beast, which actually works really well against multiple. If I'm fighting like multiple beasts, I can always scare one and while I kill the other, which is really useful. You know, we've got our traps. Disengage is a lot more useful on a melee hunter than it would be on a non-melee hunter. So right there, you see I pop disengage immediately after getting threat. Obviously, we have Mongoose Bite. We got stuff like Flare, which is not super something I'm going to use a whole lot, but yeah, I know. It's like new ability. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that's the one thing with the melee hunter is they really need to. Blizzard should have taken into account. Most MMOs. That's another area. You know, WoW. It's so funny how good classic World of Warcraft is. I think vanilla World of Warcraft, because there's so many things that weren't right about vanilla WoW. You know, just little things that most MMOs, even older MMOs like Ion, did correctly. Like Ion, you know, you have the Scout class, kind of. They have really good, you know, ranged ability and melee ability, and most older MMOs, I'm talking like really old school MMOs, the hunter class or the ranger class usually has more melee abilities. The WoW hunter really doesn't have that many melee abilities at all, and in fact, it's kind of an afterthought. And so it really was a poor decision on Blizzard's part. They really should have built a little bit more melee into the hunter class because you are a hunter, right? I mean, you're a hunter, which doesn't mean just ranged. It means you're a hunter. So, yeah, I would think you know. Anyway, whatever. Was it you if I claim to have destroyed an entire terrorist organization? Changed. But yeah, it would have behooved them to toss in a couple of really nice range. The Ion Scout class is really cool because you actually do have kind of like you kind of do weave in like your ranged abilities with your melee abilities. You'll like run in, hit the character, jump back, throw some arrows. You kind of move. It's kind of an in and out. What she said. It's kind of an in and out play style if you're like trying to optimize your DPS. So it's pretty cool actually. It's actually really fun. So I think the hunter in original vanilla could have really benefited from that if they would have thought about adding more like abilities. Like if you look at the survival hunter in retail, they have a really cool ability to leap into the opponent. You know what I mean? And then which is really nice. It's a great closing ability, and it'd be really awesome if this character had that. You know, it'd be so cool actually. Oh yeah, you don't spend a lot of money, right? Like I've got 22 gold right now. You don't spend a lot of money as a melee hunter. Yeah, a harpoon would be so cool. Just think if I had a harpoon on this character and how cool that would be, you know. Oh, I'm already done. I'm just talking and killing them. Didn't realize I'm actually already done with my quest. We're on easy mode right now. Yeah, the harpoon leap would be so cool. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite abilities. Actually, on the hunter, it's my favorite ability for sure. You know. Hey, disengage. Can we troll freeze? Come on, it's easy mode, man. We're on easy street. I'm keeping an eye out for chests. There's a lot of chests in these buildings, actually. Didn't see any this time, though, but you gotta keep an eye out for those, because in hardcore, a few chests can really help. Like, my last hunter who died, the one before this one, actually, I think, got a really nice weapon out of a chest, but I don't know, Musia, did you see that I got the Combatant Claymore yesterday? Which is really good. 27.8 DPS, 10 stamina, 15 spirit. It's a little bit fast. I mean, it's not... It would be a lot better if it was a slower weapon, but it still was a nice upgrade over what I was using. My quest now, I can't even grab any more quests. Really battling my quest log at this point. Does Rhue have a lot of armor? I hate selling this Slayer's pants, but it's not. I can't use it.
See you around.
I supply only the finest goods. Safe travels.
Come on, bird, get over here. Ooh, bird's crazy. There's a reason why we're killing these guys. We just want to get some of the buzzard meat for a quest later down the road. Yeah, I guess not. He's like running in circles. Like, get over here, bird. Hey, what's up, Diego? Yep, still alive.
Still alive. Still alive.
My there's my horse. That little bird's trying to keep up with me, having a hard time. Arr. 5.
Lovely.
Will, if I attack this guy, will all of them attack me? That's a no. Okay. Unless they call out on death, which I don't think they do. Emi, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Lovely.
Doing good, doing good. It'd be nice if I put on monkey, wouldn't it? You got a job offer, Jay? Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Congratulations, man. Yeah, we need some food buff here. I need to upgrade my pet's cower. Alright, see, what are we looking at? Cower rank 3? Oh yeah, my cower sucks. Fix that. I have to go to work in 6 hours. But yeah, I'm just leveling here. Just making sure that that pack of hyenas doesn't come over and jump on me. Oh, I tried to feign death that, and I just was a little slightly too slow. A little bit too slow on the draw. I'm sorry. Probably shouldn't have wasted feign death for something so minuscule as that. This would have been fun. We're on your channel researching melee hunters. Oh, hey Nick. Oh, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm not really going survival right now. I mean, like at 60, I'll be more survival melee because it just makes more sense. Like if I'm going to be doing dungeons and stuff to actually be a useful character in a party group, at 60, I pretty much am going to have to go survival because I'm going to need more trap mastery and stuff that's going to help out the party. But like this build is more around trying to actually level fairly quickly, so my pet needs to do damage because I'm not going to do a ton of damage. I mean, I can do damage, but I'm not going to do like a massive amount, But like here, I can switch off my growl and turn on my cow, or I can start forcing the mob to switch targets to me, right? So here he's like, and then I can try to maybe proc a mongoose bite, and of course we can throw growl back on. Right, and have my pet taunt again.
Lovely.
So we can switch threat back and forth between me and my pet, which is, I think, as a melee hunter, it's something you're definitely going to want to get really good at. Because there's going to be situations where you may want to split DPS between you and your pet, just so you can actually take down a mob. Or, again, obviously multiple targets. Fear pets, or a scare beast is actually really useful. You saw me use that in the last fight when I had the aged Kodo and another basilisk added on to the combat. I was able to easily just fear the basilisk and take down the Kodo. So I think that the melee hunter has things that basically the hunter as a class has abilities that when you're playing, a regular ranged hunter, that you don't really use that much because you don't really need to. You don't really need to use Scare Beast that much. You don't really need to use Cower on your pet. These are things you don't really use that much. But when you play melee hunter, these things actually become really important. I got a quest here. I don't really remember. I think I need to do... I gotta see exactly what this quest is. Yeah, I just need to find the chick inside the building. Right? I need like a music I need like a music engineer for my stream. Someone that can like I basically like a DJ that can like mix my music while I'm streaming. Hey, what's up, Isaac? Because like right there, I'm like fading out a song and fading in another one, but I can't do it while I play at the same time. I'll show you my talents here in a minute, Isaac. So basically the first thing you do, at least the first thing I do on a melee hunter, is I get deflection 5 out of 5, and then I rush down and get savage strikes, because this is your bread and butter DPS as a melee hunter, which is basically just raptor strike. So you want to get that 20% increase crit on raptor like as fast as possible, and then I'm going beast mastery just for speed and to make my pet as powerful as possible, so she can actually do damage and support my leveling process. And so we're basically just going your normal like stuff for beast mastery, which is endurance, thick hide. I've got a couple points in improved aspect of monkey, and of course, eventually I would like to have 5 out of 5 here if I want to switch throughout between me and my pet. And then bestial swiftness. I don't bother with pathfinding because I'm not about speed leveling. I'm more about like playability and just enjoying the game. So then Unleash Fury, 4 out of 5, and then of course now we're pushing crit with my pet, because crit's always going to be your biggest increase in DPS on any kind of class. So we're going to push crit to 5 out of 5, and then we'll probably jump back in, finished out. Actually, probably push crit 5 out of 5, then we'll grab an intimidation, then we'll bounce back, grab Unleash Fury, and then we'll start pushing frenzy. Maybe, I'm not sure, we might push frenzy first. Haven't decided. Yeah. Nah, no problems. No worries. Like I said, at level 60, I'll probably respec, and then I think for any class, for me, like to really master a class, I have to play the class for a good like almost like a year. I'm not even kidding, like a year in the real world, like spend like an entire year just like doing different builds. And you know, I think to really get good to master a class for me, I like to spend a lot of time doing different things, different builds and stuff. So, but I think we'll have a lot of fun if we can get this class to 60, because we'll definitely start playing around with some survival builds. Should have threw a trap down here. That was stupid. What happened to the road? Did he?
I am honored. Del
Oh, he
Nadris.
came in and talked to her and took off already. This isn't the escort yet. Look at how green that her skin looks. Love it. Looks great. I love orcs. Pendant. The pendant, the pendant. And then the escort. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Do it to it. The rogue's already in here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll help out the rogue. You know, we'll like help them do the escort. Maybe then they'll help me. Who knows? Well, we just got to clear for the quest. For the escort, we just got to make sure we clear out really good before we do it. The Rogue's trying to get in here, but fortunately, Rogue, I'm gonna beat you to it, Rogue. Sorry, buddy. I feel bad, but oh no. Okay, fine. I screwed that up, but it's all right. Killing my pet. I feel bad whenever I do that, you know? Like, we both need the same mob, and I've actually said that in the past, that I feel like the only change I would ever make to the hardcore rules is that if you have a quest to kill a named mob for an item or for like an objective, that it would be kind of nice if you could group with another hardcore character, just so you're not preventing that delay of what happened here, where the person has to just sit there and wait for respawn. You know, that's the one thing I would kind of like to change in hardcore. You know. But I think the reason they don't do it, or maybe they, I don't know if they've discussed it. I'm sure they probably have. Is just because it can be, if you do that and you let people do that, it can be kind of hard to tell when people are grouping or not, you know, for quests. You know, people could group and say, well, we're just grouping for this objective, but then they could help each other doing other stuff, you know. So it'd be more, it would just open up the doorway for a lot of abusing the rules. That was not a good trap placement. Man. What are you doing, Julian? I'm gonna go ahead and get this one because I know he's probably gonna aggro. I need to create my macro for that as well for feeding, because that's something I should have done already. Can I get to back here, Frank? Screw it.
Ishnu Allah. Good luck, friend.
Oh, you're gonna go that way? Really? Ah. Oh no, I didn't know she was gonna go that way. Shit. Not good. I did not know she was going to go that way. I'll have to remember that for the future. Big damage. Okay, this is not going well. I think I'm just gonna bug out.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. You were screwed.
Oh shit. Yeah. I was like, this is at that certain point. I'm just like, you know what? This is not going well. I'm just gonna get out of here. It was getting ugly. We'll come back when I'm a little bit higher level. Yeah, that's unfortunate though. Damn. The problem is immediately. It's not like I can clear everybody out really. If I would have been fine if I would have cleared the right side first. I just screwed up and cleared the. I cleared the left and then she went to the right. So if I go back do the quest and just clear the right side first, then should be fine. So that's the first time my pets died in like a really long time. Yeah, that was it was actually very scary. I was. I think it was the right decision to bug out though. I don't think trying to stay in there and push that situation would have worked out very well for me. There were just too many mobs that she was going to continually aggro. I was worried too. You were the only one. You were the only one worried. The guy who needs to be helped usually fights, and yeah. Yeah, that was, but I mean that, and it was more scary than I thought it was going to be, because when I wanted to get out, there was quite a few mobs there. Plus, my pet didn't really, I couldn't get my pet to come out and help heal mobs off of me there, which was kind of scary because my pet was just too low in health. So yeah, it was. Yeah, that was scary, and I've died in that situation before, like way back on other characters. Like I think my first melee hunter I ever did like years ago, kind of died in a situation like that where you're just trying to get out, but you have to run past a lot of mobs, and you can certainly die. So yeah, but the other thing too is I feigned death early in the fight, which was a mistake. Like when I feigned death up in the middle there, that was a mistake. I should have held. You gotta kind of hold on to feign death, although I'm not, but that was a mistake to feign death when I did. Other than that, everything else was okay, I think. But yeah, that was definitely scary. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Poison Quest is rough on the Alliance side. Apparently, it's pretty rough on the Horde side. They have like little tricks that you can do though. But yeah, there's like little tricks you can do on it, like which abilities to use and stuff, but even so, it's still pretty difficult.
What's on your mind?
Not even going to accept that quest because it's going to be a while until I actually do that quest, so worth even picking it up at this point. Or is this better at? I think the Horde is a little bit easier. Oh, I think, I don't know if the Horde's tough too. You do have to climb the tower. They're both, neither of them's easy, that's for sure.
See you around.
Light bless you.
So here's that encounter. Like, so we almost have this Burning Blade Fellsworn killed. We've got a Fellsworn here, and then another one aggroes. So this is where it's getting kind of rough. We got a nice crit on that one, though. Switch targets here. I got to get my. I'm trying to down this mob because he's really low on health. Right. So we do that, and we switch. At this point, we're like okay, but then we're gonna get another mob aggro behind me to the left here, and that's where I get a little bit. I think I do. Hold on a second here. Yeah, see here and then we get this one, and this is where I get a little bit concerned. I don't want my pet to die, and those fireballs hit really hard. So at this point, I decide to LOS the fireball just to prevent my pet from taking too much damage. Heal my pet, and then again try to take this mob down. And right now, my pet's health is going down, and my mana... At this point, I'm still like... And this is where I feign death. This is a mistake. Like, when I feign death here, that's a mistake. I should not have feigned death here. That was really stupid, actually. But at this point, I thought the way out was going to be fairly easy. But I was wrong. So I take a quick peek to see how the mob's doing, and she's got one mob on her, right? And then I look back at my pet being really low in health. I look at my mana being pretty low, and I look at my health being a little bit low, and I said, you know what? Since this NPC's engaged with this one, I knew there were two mobs out the door, but I figure with my pet, I can just run out and have my pet attack. But for some reason, my pet just, I don't know, like, right here, I'm telling my pet to follow me. At least I think I am. Hopefully. I also have cheetah on. I should switch to monkey here. Really, I shouldn't have ran out here. I should have, I don't know. I think I probably still could have won this, to be honest. But it was close, because I started to get low on health and mana. Yeah, but having cheetah on there was a big mistake, too. I should have switched to monkey. That was stupid. Now, I'm already telling my pet to come. But my pet's just not. My pet's being really slow to get here for some reason. And I still got cheetah up. which is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I switched to monkey, but I should have done that a long time ago. I wing clip this mob. And at this point, we're just trying to get away. I think maybe my pet did finally come in and hit the other one. Let's see. Because the other one didn't really come after me. And I'm thinking my pet must have, like, finally, like, came over and hit him. Let's see. See, my pet's still alive. I'm looking to see if my pet comes in the frame. See, my pet's still alive. There. Right there, right here, I think that was my pet. I think my pet actually comes up, gets one hit on this guy. I think this guy turns, maybe even hits my pet. Yeah, you see him turn. And then my pet's dead, and then he turns back. Yeah, see, so my pet did come back and finally hit this guy, but then he just straight up got killed. He hit him, and then this guy killed my pet. So what's interesting here... Now, the other thing that might happen is the NPC might have pulled thread on this one. Because I'm running away. And... yeah, and I don't know. I guess the other one's not coming after me, so I don't know if the other one got pulled by the NPC. Probably got pulled by the NPC for the quest, so... yeah, interesting. Yeah, dead pet. Yeah. Just interesting. I want to look back. So really, I made a couple... The biggest mistake I made there was feigning death in the beginning, and then other than that, I should have switched to monkey as soon as I got towards the doorway, which was... I don't know what I was thinking there. I probably was thinking about something else. But anyways, I am going to go to bed here pretty soon. It's 3:40. Got to work tomorrow. Or today, sorry. But we're so close to 35. Let's see if we can hit 35. Working. Well, tomorrow is Friday, right? Oh, the add-on list? Yeah, it's, yeah, hold on a second, Isaac. I was hoping I could find that tree. I got Gather Mate, which is just, for collecting herbs and stuff. We've got the hardcore add-on, which you have to have for hardcore WoW, right? Leatrix maps, which is obviously really good. Enables you to see the fishing levels of the zones, see the actual levels of the zones, and it actually will show you zones, even though I haven't ever been to Winter Spring. It'll show you what it looks like. It'll expose it, which is nice. So, and of course, it gives you some filters here where you can easily find stuff. So Leatrix maps is really good. Mixed Scrolling Battle Text, which is probably one of my all-time favorite add-ons in WoW. Mixed Scrolling Battle Text is my just scrolling combat text, but I use it for more than scrolling combat text. I use it for notifications, for audio alerts. But you can see like damage that's coming towards me, that's hitting me, is going to be scrolling here. My damage that I do is going to be scrolling here. These are just like notifications, entering combat, leaving combat. Here, if you preview it, it's kind of where the stuff's going to be coming. The most important thing with this really is the low health notifications. Like you see people with different types of add-ons and things they use for low health, that show crap on the screen. And I just use low health. When my health gets low,
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
it says you can kiss your ass goodbye. If my health is dangerously low, like really low, like below like 35 or below, I think 45, I consider dangerously low below like 35%. But this one actually triggers at 38% health,
You were screwed.
which actually tells me you're screwed. That's when my health drops below, I think 38%. When that goes off, I know
You were screwed.
I'm dangerously getting low. I also have a low health warning for my pet, right? That's his wolf. He howls like a wolf, because he is a wolf when his health gets low. It can be kind of annoying sometimes, but there's no way you're never going to not know that your pet is low on health. And the text that shows up on the screen is what you see here. You'll actually see this text appear on the screen. I like having combat ended and combat, entering and ending combat. I've modified the text on those, so like, you really want to know in hardcore when you're entering or leaving combat. So watch this. You can see right there, combat begins. See that? Big red text. Look at that. Look how good Fear is. Look how good Fear Beast is. It's like freaking like a Warlock Fear. I mean, it lasts a long time. It sends them off into a very... It's actually really, really strong. And yeah, you did. And then here, combat ended, see? Very clear message that says combat ended, which sometimes the greatest thing you can ever see on your hardcore character is that text that says combat ended. When you're trying to run away from a death scenario where you're like really low on health and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. You're praying for that text to flash on the screen. Combat ended. Which I was just a few minutes ago, praying for that. I'm like, oh my god, get out of here, right? Alright, so other add-ons. That's MSBT. Deep plates, which is just your target enemy plates, right? So the plates that appear on the enemy over their head, that's deep plates. And Omni CC is cooldown numbers. So when I use an ability, right? When I use an ability, like, you can see 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11 seconds. That's Omni CC. Power Auras Classic is something not using a lot on the Hunter, but I do use it for like my Paladin and stuff. That's allows you to create overlays that appear based on certain conditions, right? It's actually really useful for my Paladin. I like it on my Paladin a lot. It'd be good on a Mage as well. Like, you can go in here and say, like, aspect of the monkey or something. I did it wrong. 1 second. Sure, why is this? Shit. For some reason it's not working because I misspelled it. Aspect of the monkey. So there you go. So you can have different auras and stuff show up. Yeah, I know I misspelled monkey, which can be useful for certain things, like if you're a mage and you want to keep track of your shield and when it expires. It's pretty obvious when this expires it'll disappear. So so power auras can be pretty useful. Excuse me. And then the last add-on is just recount damage meter, and of course ring menu. And of course vendor price shows the price of items in your inventory. If you mouse over, you see the vendor price. Weak auras, you can see this here. See how I have my pet's taunt right here? That's a weak aura. That's just so I know if my pet's growl is on or not. And weak auras is really useful. And of course Guild Wars 2 UI is the complete interface replacement almost. You know, this whole thing here is all the Guild Wars 2 UI, right? So if you go into, let's see, like how I can manipulate my UI, scale it, resize it, move it around. You know, it just looks like Guild Wars 2. So Guild Wars 2 UI is by far, in my opinion, by far the best UI. Plus Guild Wars 2 UI gives you a lot of other features. It automatically gives you, you know, selling gray items to the vendor. It automatically repairs your gear. Some of the other really nice things with the Guild Wars 2 UI is, you know, the bag stuff. You know, you don't need stuff like fucking Bagnon or any of that shit, right? You can go here and separate your bags. You can go in here and merge your bags. You know, you can resize your bag if you want. You can hover over your gold and it'll tell you how much gold you've earned this session, how much money you've spent this session. It'll tell you your gold across all your characters on the server, right? So you can see this character's got 70. There you see my 46 warrior has 76 gold, so it shows that. You can click the bag here and it'll sort your bags. There's also compact icons, which I have. If you want it to be bigger icons, you have bigger icons. There's some other stuff I hear, show junk icon, which I don't use, but see sell junk automatically, show profession bag coloring. So there's a lot of really cool features. And of course, yeah, the talents in Guild Wars 2 UI, the fact that it shows you future spells. Like I know, like at level 36, these are the things I'm going to learn. Level 38, so I can see stuff that at each level, which is all each, you know, pets, talents, reputation. And this is all, you know, Guild Wars 2 stuff, right? I don't know why you wouldn't use the Guild Wars 2 UI. I look gnarly like Rexar, nice, yeah.
What's up? Keep it real.
I'm really tired. I gotta get to bed, but yeah, so that's the add-on list. Yeah, no worries, man. I was tired anyway. I wasn't feeling like doing anything, so it was a good time to cover the add-ons. You know what I mean? But I think one thing with any hunter, like I saw someone in the guild, one of the guilds saying today, oh, if I die on a hunter, I must be an idiot or something. And I'm like, that's such a stupid thing to say. Because like, it's so easy to die on any class, you know? I was looking at death clips and we saw level 58, we saw level 57, I think it was, Warlock die in Winterspring to, you know, a silver elite dragon that just happened to fly up behind her and attack her. You know, and it doesn't matter what class you're playing, you can die at a moment's notice. It doesn't take much. You know. No, I definitely have to ding before bed. There's that's what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna get a little revenge on these burning blade orcs for making my pet die. Hopper, my pet.
It's revenge. Yes.
Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we must get revenge for the pets. There's no murlocs in here. There's no murlocs. Wait, I hear a murloc. I get punchy this early in the morning, man. Getting punchy. Let's see if there's a chest over here. Right over here, lots of times there's a chest, but not today. No, I'm not going to do the quest right now. I'm just going to level to 35. Oh, well, here's one of the paths that throws fireballs. Right here. It's probably this one right here. There it is, level 35. This is probably the pat right here. This is the one that kind of ruined. This is the one that really ruined that escort quest. If it wasn't for this one pat that came in and started throwing fireballs, I would have probably finished. Finished the quest, you know. All right, so level 35, and I think the best talent. I mean, you could go with improvement pet, but doesn't increase the men pet. You know, the amount of heals, just a chance to cleanse, which we do need to get this, but I think the best talent point to get here is to increase my pet's crit strike again. Or we could push his DPS up another 4%, but crit's always the best increase in DPS almost in every scenario, so we're going to go more crit. A dig in her face. My pet still doesn't do as much damage as me, which is funny. All I'm doing is swinging a big weapon, so let's reset the damage meter. Give me some. Let's see how much damage my pet does. There's a pet crit. Let's see how many pet crits we get. Just one so far. So right in that fight, I still out DPS my pet, and I wasn't. Of course, I can do more damage because I wasn't even pushing a. Like if I get a crit here, which I didn't. Yeah, so my pet. It'll be cool to see once my pet out DPSs me. Like right now, he just isn't doing it. These big crits like that, 254. Then I'm still way out DPSing my pet. But eventually my pet will out DPS me. It's just a matter of time, right? Once we get into, once we get like, you know, 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 on Frenzy, I think we'll start seeing my pet out DPS me. Yeah, but look at that. I'm still doing 60% of the damage. Alright, so melee. My pet has 34 melees. How many crits does he have, right? 5. So my pet is pulling off a 14% crit rate. Okay, so not too bad. 14%, I'd like to see that a lot higher. We do have one more, so we're going to put in 3 more %, so my pet's going to be up at least around 17. That's just a small sample size, but my pet's critting at like 70 to 18%. That's pretty good. I'd like it a lot higher, though. You have 1 DPS ability on your PWT at a time when soloing for energy management, and they are on the same time, or should I use 2? I mean, if you're doing like, if you've got like a bear, you know, or a pet that can use bite and claw, I would go ahead and use bite and claw, yeah. But like with a wolf, I only have one DPS ability, which is bite. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing like a raptor or, you know, like a pet with that can use claw and bite, I would just go ahead and use claw and bite. I mean, I do. I don't, you know, I'm not, I don't usually use those pets that much, but, and I haven't really tested it out as far as like focus management, but I think you're fine using two. I would, anyways. Whether that's the right call or not, I can't say for sure 100%, but that's how I play it. I'm just killing these guys to try to get some buzzard wings, because I'm going to need the buzzard wings for the quest in the Badlands. I usually like to just kill these guys while I'm doing the quest out here. Then by the time I get to Badlands, I've already got the requisite buzzard wings. I think you need like 6. I think it's 6. I have, what, 5? Bear, cat, or turtle. I pretty much almost always go wolf. I just like wolves. I don't know why. They're just good all-around pets. They don't do as much damage as like a cat. And they don't tank, you know, they're not going to take as much damage as like a bear. But they're, you know what I mean? They're like right in the middle. They have good armor, they have good armor, good damage. And what are the stats? You've got armor. I'm tired. Health. You got armor, health, and DPS. They have good armor, good health, good DPS. Or if you look at like a turtle's got high armor but low damage. And like I think medium health. I think. Look at like a raptor. I think it's like low armor, high damage, probably like medium health. So yeah, like if you look at like, let's see. See, wolf, medium armor, right? Medium health, medium damage. You go to a cat, it's got medium health, but it's got low armor, but it's got high damage. So if you add these numbers up, right? Like let's say low's 1, you know, 1, 2, 3. You've got what, 2, 1, 3, right? So it averages out to, well, what is it, like 3, 4, 5? Oh my God! Don't make me do math when I'm at 4 in the morning. But 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 3, right? So you're averaging out to 3 or 2. I mean, sorry, 2. I don't know. My God, my brain's not working right now. But yeah, and then what are the other patents? Like, well, you said turtle, right? Turtle. Turtle has C medium, high, and low. But usually you're gonna get, you know, usually you're gonna have like a pretty balanced. I can't think of any that are like low, high. Let's try a gorilla. Just kind of curious. Yeah. See, again, medium, low, high. You know, there's usually gonna be like, you know, that I think the wolf is the only one that's just like medium, medium, medium. You know what I mean? You're heading to bed too? Yeah, I'm heading to bed. At this point, I'm just mucking around. How about like a wind serpent? A wind serpent has medium, low, high. Again, see, medium, low, high. Medium health, low armor. Most of the pets that have high damage have low armor, right? And most of the pets that would have like low damage would have high armor. That's really, you know, like a turtle. And let's say like is it crocodile? I don't know if it's crocodile. No, let's see. Crocolisks. Now they're medium damage. They actually have high armor. and low health. So they're a little different than a turtle, in that I believe a turtle has low damage, high armor, and probably medium health. Let's take a look at a turtle. So if you want to go with a crocodile, but their health is low, so they're not going to make the best tank, right? So the best tank pet is going to be turtle. It's low damage, but it has high armor and medium health. Oh, but that's it. Stick a fork in me. I'm going to bed. Use turtle for elites in dungeon farming usually, where armor is a must. Yeah, I need to get a turtle pet. I need to get a turtle pet. And if I get a turtle pet, I want to get this one, blue one, to match my character's hair. So maybe like when we get to Daenerys, we'll grab one of these steel jaw snappers on the coast. So, yep, guys. Hey, Muse, have a good one, guys. You can have an eagle as a pet, but I don't think you can in vanilla. You can't let's see. Yeah, there's no. I mean, you can in Turtle WoW. In Turtle WoW, there's actually eagles that you can tame in Turtle WoW, which is really cool. There are eagles in WoW and retail WoW, but just not in classic WoW. You know, just have the carrion birds, and there's no eagles, so, which is kind of sad. But and there's the owls, but they're just owls. You know, like that's one of the things that kind of sucks about classic is you don't really have a lot of options on pets. You know. All right, guys, have a good one. I will talk to you later, and I hope everybody has a good night, and thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. Peace out.